wear green. It is St. Patrick's
Excuse
Day.
me.
That's so important. You are suspended for 3 weeks. Go home now. Wah, 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 wah. Class dismissed.
Hey everybody. Oh, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago.
So, how was school
Got good
today?
sleep.
Okay, that's good to hear.
So
Stephanie, why are you crying? I got
got like
suspended for
5 hours
not
of
wearing
sleep.
something
So
green. Stephanie,
hi Russell, it's good to see you. How are you?
not wearing green. It is St. Patrick's Day. You should know that. But, no buts, young lady. You're grounded, 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 grounded,
Got all
grounded,
these.
grounded.
Take one of them.
4, 2, 8, 5, 6, 7, 5, 8.
I gotta stock up on more of those.
To your room right now, now.
I'm good. Oh, it's cold. Whew. Sorry you guys, I need to change the shirt. um but yeah, I'm watching my son right now. Oh, your feet are cold. Yeah. Your feet are cold, baby. Um I gotta go to my appointment today.
Really want to earn
So
$5, but
um
I'm willing to do anything and I'm desperate. What should I do? Hey, Rosie, I heard that
my
if I
son's
know
watching his
could
shows.
earn $5 if you do something for me. Okay, Kaylu, what is it? You see, Rosie, I have a really crappy report card and I don't want to get grounded. Are you good at art? If you are, I could reward you with $5 with a
Excuse me.
fake report card. Sure, I'll try to make you a fake report card. Give me the real one and see me back in 30 minutes.
This is so good. This is banana. I know I've had it like a million times, but I like it. I'm gonna get some other vapes though.
Okay, Kaylu, I've got the real report card and a fake one.
Need to get some
I think
inserts for
you should
this.
Daddy's signature, then cut it out of the fake report card. Afterwards, glue it on the other one.
So I want my dad to take me to the vape store.
I'll pay you $5 after I avoid being grounded.
But
Daddy, can you sign my report card?
Sure, Kaylu. Those are really good grades. I never knew you were paying attention at school. You aren't grounded anymore.
they do. The 500 drinks work good for me.
Hey, Rosie, it
I probably take too many than it should. Sometimes I take like 2. Oh my ring's gone.
You helped me earn it.
Maybe it's time to take my ring off anyways. I've been wearing it for a long time. No clue where it is. That sucks. Maybe I'll buy myself a new ring. I don't know. I used to have a bracelet on all the time before I had my ring, but I haven't worn a bracelet forever either. But that sucks that I lost my ring.
I really want some
But yeah, the fire drinks do work good for me. I kind of space them out so that they last longer.
6 books in my
I think the most I've drinking of those is like 3 a day, but I spaced it out like throughout like the evening and the day. So
Mom, you can buy another wing. I can find a red wing.
okay. My son's wearing a Christmas shirt right now in his underwear. So
I was playing with them and pretending that they were toys.
And this is why you stay grounded. You have a dressing room too.
but
How annoying.
Can I please have some allowance? I want to go back
yeah,
to
I miss you, Russell.
The only thing I like to do back is your computer to play your library of 5 single games.
What can I do actually?
Why don't you try reading once again? Because
You can buy another. What's your wing look like? You blue wing.
It's the blue one. I don't know where it is. It's okay.
You can buy another one.
Yeah, come here.
Oh,
Come here. Come here, Poo Poo. He's wearing a Christmas outfit right now. Santa Claus and all that. He's being a little shy, but you don't want to be on camera. Today I'm actually pretty happy about being a mom. I love my son so much. Sometimes I just feel overwhelmed by just being a mom, but I'm just really lucky to have him in my life and everything. And sometimes I'm just sick of it and I just want to like have my life back the way that it was before, but he's made my life better. So he's changed me in so many ways. You know, I was reckless and all that before I had him with guys and um, just was not responsible for anything besides myself and and he changed me. I was a party girl and I didn't really go to parties, but I'd drink at bars and stuff with my baby's daddy and I would just I was just reckless, and my son really changed me. And my son changed me into a better person and I don't know what I'd do without my son. I wouldn't have anything to, for my life. My life would not be the same. Sometimes I think about how my life would be if I didn't have a kid. And my life would not be that great. um, so I probably would be toying with my medications again, not taking them properly, and going into manic episodes and all that crazy stuff that I did before I had a kid. So he keeps me on my toes, keeps me being responsible with my medication and, taking my medication like I'm supposed to and all that. Before I had my son, I was pretty, like, reckless with my medications. I didn't want to take some of them and I kind of, like, stopped taking some of them and all that. But now that I have a kid, I have to stay on my medications and not mess around with anything. So I can stay out of a psych hospital and, be responsible and, all that. Plus, he's one of my biggest accomplishments, besides graduating high school. But a lot of people can say that they graduated high school, so. But. But yeah. It just sucks that, I get so anxiety and paranoia and all that stuff when I've tried to work where I can't work, and it sucks that, sometimes I feel like a big loser or just worthless or whatever because I can't do anything with my diploma. It's kind of like I just got it. You know what I mean? It's like it's just there and I can't use it. Neither did a lot of my family members, so don't feel bad. My sister dropped out. My brother dropped out. My other sister got married and dropped out. I was honestly my mom's and dad's really their only kid that graduated high school. So I went all the way. So I didn't want to drop out. I wanted to be the kid that graduated. So yeah. I went to college too just to check it out. I just went to choir. But hey, I can still say that I went to college, because I did go, so. I just did an easy class. But my college experience was way better than my high school experience because back then, I was a smoker and I could smoke on the campus and all that stuff. So it was totally different than high school. Yeah. Well, you can go back to college. It's never too late. Excuse me. My son's watching his YouTube shows.
Emily and Dora, did you see what I just saw?
Yes. Gotta help Arthur, somehow. I agree. Classic Kalo can't get away with this.
Yeah, college can be expensive, I
I
agree.
have an idea. I can see Classic Kalo going to the garage to get a loudspeaker. He's probably going
I like that it goes on my dad and mom's, stuff.
Plug the speaker onto Edie's
So,
garage so he can't use it. That's an
but
excellent idea. Light there, and I will then have you around him. If you have enough time,
sorry about
you can
that.
join us.
All right then.
I had a little bit of phlegm that came up.
Emily,
Oh, I wanted to show you guys these. I have this one. I know it's kind of dirty right now, but I have this unicorn one
Let's do this.
that I got off Wish, and then I got this one for my birthday. It's kind of dirty too.
First,
I got this for my birthday.
and shut the garage door behind
So,
us so Classic Kalo doesn't suspect
but
anything.
yeah,
Where the hell is the loudspeaker? I know. I left it.
yeah.
When I used it last. It's gotta be in there.
I didn't really get a loan either. I think I was on my mom and dad's something or another.
Sit over there. Then
I went to a community college,
to continue our third
so
punishment day. Ha 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 ha. Alright.
I got good grades, but they weren't like good enough where I got loans or anything like that. So I know I didn't get F's or D's, that much, but yeah.
Incredibly loud music to make your eardrums burst.
not so fast. Classic Kalo, what on earth do you think you're doing?
None of your business, Dora, Black Bear, and Emily. Stay out of this.
Classic Caillou got grounded after he tried to frame Caillou the other day, so he thought he would give me a punishment day. Thank you for rescuing me.
You know what? I don't care. All of you will get the next punishments. I will make all of your ears bleed. Very soon,
But
super extremely loud.
I worked in a place in high school called Scorpies, and it was like a restaurant and everything, so kind of like got experience, in that department. And then my senior year, I I went to this place where it's a place where they teach you how to get a job and everything, and they set you up with a job that's like a trial job, and then if they like you, they hire you. So, I wanted to work at an elementary school during that time. So one day after school, I went to the elementary school and asked them if they were, hiring or whatever, for volunteer work or hiring for, somebody to work there. And they said, yeah, we need more people. So I told my teacher to set me up with getting a job there. So I worked in an after-school program for a little while, and then I got fired. So this is during the time that I was having a breakdown, so I don't exactly know, like, what happened, but something happened between that time where I got fired for something or another. And soon after that, I had my first manic breakdown that I've ever had, so, yeah.
Simpson is currently on vacation with his family.
In fact, your father and I hired someone new.
And then out here, I tried to
His Mr. Peter.
volunteer and possibly get a job at a thrift store out here.
This is Mr. Peter.
I think I worked there for a few weeks, and then I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle the stress from it. I couldn't handle, my symptoms of my mental illness during the time that I worked there. But I was a good worker there. Like, the lady liked me. I did a good job. I got stuff done that I was supposed to get done and all that, but I didn't want to work. I didn't want to work there. I didn't like the stress of it. I didn't like the paranoia of it. I didn't like any of it. So after that, I haven't worked. And then in elementary school, I worked in this candy shop in my class. And then sometime in elementary school, too, I worked in a library for experience. This is just stuff that we had in schools for experience. People at the candy shop that I worked at were really mean because I had a learning disability, and back then my mom and dad thought that my doctors and everything told them that I'm borderline retarded, and it really like messed up my self-esteem. And during this time, I was using Hooked on Phonics to learn how to read and all that, because my grandmother bought it for me because she wanted me to learn how to read. And yeah, the doctors told my mom and dad that, so my mom and dad didn't think to not tell me. So I know now that I'm not retarded, but I have a learning disability, and so and I was in a special school. I was in a special school for a little bit, and then my mom took me out of the special school because she said, like, you're not like these people. Like, don't drool, you don't do this, you don't do that. So she took me out and she put me back into a regular school. And my mom was really into my schooling back then. Like, she like volunteered to work in my class and all that stuff to help me out. She would sit down with me in class and help me out with whatever I needed help with. In Utah, I went to I was in special ed a lot of my schooling, but in Utah, I had some regular classes and then some special ed classes. So the regular classes, somebody would come to my classroom and have to help me with stuff. And I hated it because I felt like everybody was looking at me like I was some, stupid girl or whatever. Like, I didn't like it. I just felt like everybody was just staring at me and everything when I'd have to have somebody come in the classroom with me to help me out with my work. But, now that I look back at it, back then I kind of needed a little extra push, a little extra help. So, but at the candy shop that, I worked in my class in elementary school, there were a lot of people that were really mean. They would try to like get away with buying stuff for a lower price, just all kinds of mean stuff. They'd call us names and everything just because we were in special ed classes. But those special ed classes, like, people like were like really bad off, worse than me. Like, they had like what's that called? They were in wheelchairs. They had Down syndrome, just all kinds of different stuff. I had a lot of friends in there though. I'm still friends with one of my friends from elementary school. I don't even know if she watches my videos, but her name's Robin, and she's still my friend. And I knew her in elementary school. So, but yeah. So, and then I didn't grow out of like Barbie dolls and all that until I was like in almost the 9th grade. I wanted to just play with toys for as long as I could. And I used to play with toys. I used to play Barbie dolls with my best friend, Roxy, which I think she watches my videos, but she's awesome. I used to play Barbie dolls with her all the time. I remember one time my mom and dad bought me a whole bunch of Barbie dolls, Barbie doll clothes, all kinds of things at a garage sale, and they actually left the garage sale and went to the bank to get enough money to buy all the stuff. And I had like a big, huge box just filled with like Barbie dolls. I think I even had like a kitchen thing for the Barbie dolls. All kinds of things, Ken dolls, just all kinds of things. I think I even got a Barbie car, all kinds of things. And I'd actually, back then, I used to buy clothes for the Barbie dolls from my best friend. I think I bought some of them for like 50 cents or whatever. And I would buy clothes off of her. And we just would play Barbie dolls all the time. And then we had an older friend that we'd play Barbie dolls with too. And but then when we got older, we were still friends. Um, and once we got older, we would listen to music and we'd get into boys and all that stuff. But I've known her since middle school, so. But now I'm into music and, YouTube and, being a mom and, driving around, and going to the movies. And I don't really go to the movies that much, though, but sometimes my ex-boyfriend wants us to go to the movies. We've gone, like, once. But he wants to go again, but I like watching movies, too. So, but yeah, so I got Netflix, which I don't really use it that much, but I do got it. So, but but yeah. I hope they can find out what's wrong with my legs, because I'm so sick of them being in pain and all that. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. Thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, bye.